Hello everyone, you're watching the channel Fast Recapped. Today, we will look at the plot of the fantastic movie Infestation. Terrible insects have invaded the earth and their bites turn people into monsters. At the beginning of the story, we witness an office completely covered with a giant spider web. Employees lie motionless in cocoons on the floor. Suddenly, something resembling a huge stinger pierces one of the individuals. A guy named Cooper is running late for work and talking on the phone with his father. His father is extremely displeased with Cooper's constant problems, considering him a disgrace to the family name. Cooper tries to prove that everything isn't so bad and, engrossed in the conversation, miraculously avoids colliding with a car. Finally, he arrives at the office where he works in the clinic's call center. On his way to his workstation, Cooper manages to blurt out a couple of silly jokes about his colleagues. However, before he can even begin his work, he is summoned to a meeting with his boss, a woman named Marine. She has received a complaint about Cooper's inappropriate behavior with clients, and she plans to fire him. Suddenly, their conversation is interrupted by a deafening sound, causing all the office workers to faint. Several days pass, and the entire office is now covered in cobwebs. Creepy insects continue to roam around the office, stinging people trapped in cocoons. Cooper regains consciousness and feels himself from the cocoon. He feels sick from a strange white mucus. Suddenly, a giant beetle attacks him. Despite his fear, Cooper resists and manages to push it away. After calming down a bit, he notices that his boss Marine is trapped in a nearby cocoon. Cooper breaks the web and brings her back to consciousness. Marine, feeling unwell and confused, begins to recall that she was supposed to meet her daughter before this mysterious event occurred. She wonders what has happened to her daughter now. Are there any living people outside the building? Marine and Cooper rush out of the office and discover that everyone on the street is also trapped in enormous cocoons. Marine spots her daughter in a car, and Cooper offers his help to rescue her. Cooper assists Sarah, Marine's daughter, in breaking free from the cocoon. However, the girl doesn't immediately grasp his intentions and sprays gas from a can into his eyes. Suddenly, a massive insect resembling a wasp seizes Marine and carries her away, flying off with her. Sarah screams in horror, but is helpless to aid her mother. Cooper experiences a burning sensation in his eyes. Realizing they need to escape quickly, he and Sarah find that huge bugs are appearing everywhere. Accidentally knocking over a trash can, Sarah notices that the insects react to this sound. She activates the alarm on her car, attracting all the repulsive insects towards it. This diversion allows them to make their getaway. Seeking refuge, Cooper and Sarah rush into a cafe. Sarah is deeply concerned about her mother and is eager to uncover what has happened. However, the situation remains just as mysterious for Cooper. Sarah expresses her desire to help the people in the cafe, but Cooper opposes this idea. You never know how they will react and explain everything to each person. It's very tiring. Suddenly, a man named Hugo grabs Sarah by the neck. Cooper was afraid of such a reaction from people. He tries to help Sarah, but instead gets a blow to the jaw. Then the terrible insect appears again and attacks Cooper. Hugo gets distracted from Sarah and destroys the bag. Recovering, Sarah still decides to wake everyone up in the cafe: Cindy, Albert, Litchi, Roger, PG, and a police officer. The whole team is trying to figure out what to do next. Roger offers to live in his truck, but Sarah warns that this is a bad idea because the noise attracts insects. Roger and PG ignore all the advice and get into the track. The sounds of the engine immediately attract the attention of huge beetles that smash the vehicle to smithereens. Trying to escape, PJ jumps out of the truck but breaks his leg and later dies under the wheels of an out-of-control truck. Insects carry off Roger, who was behind the wheel, and their terrible tentacles. In the battle with the terrifying creatures, a police officer also loses his life, and Albert, Hugo's father, was stung in the back by an insect. It seems that the wound is not dangerous, but this person has no idea how it will all end. The survivors are hiding in a nearby building. Litchi suggests exploring, and the group climbs to the